Everyone, my name is Rimsha Zahir Alisha. I'm a researcher, bioscientist, and a climate activist ambassador. Thank you so much, Women Ascension, for inviting me as an offline speaker for today's virtual conference 2025. Today, I will talk about climatic changes, climatic justice, its policies, and its innovation. Climatic changes are one of the biggest challenges of our time. It affects every aspect of life, environment, health, economy, and society. Climatic changes means that the temperature of the earth is getting warmer. Weather patterns and ecosystems are changing. There are many causes of climatic changes: deforestation, industrial activities, fossil fuel consumption. If we talk about its effects, the effects are rising temperature, extreme weather, sea level rise, biodiversity loss, food insecurity. Food insecurity can lead to malnutrition and depression. So, what is climatic justice? Climatic justice means that everyone, regardless of where they live, their income, or background, has the right to have the healthy and clean environment. Unfortunately, some communities suffer more from climatic changes than others. For example, extreme weather events, pollution, and rising sea levels affect poor communities the most. So, why does it matter? Climatic changes is not only an environmental issue but it's also a social issue. Many people leave their homes, jobs, and even they face health issues due to pollution and extreme weather. Mental health and climatic justice are interrelated with each other. Climatic changes can cause anxiety, stress, and trauma, especially during floods or heat waves. The lack of support after climatic disasters worsens their emotional health. So, if we talk about its policies, according to me, we should learn about climatic finance. We should create laws for clean energy, health and safety plans that includes in mental health and physical health care in climatic responses. So, who is most affected? Developing nation, women and children, marginalized communities. So, what can we do about it? That brings me to the second part, the sustainable practices. Sustainability means using resources in a way that doesn't harm the planet or future generation. Let me share some sustainable practices that bring climatic justice. Use clean energy instead of coal or gas. We can use solar and hydroelectric power. Plant more trees. They absorb carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. So, next and most important, we should reduce and recycle. For example, plastics. Instead of throwing things away, we can find new ways to use them. Recycling not only reduces waste but also it can also help in reducing pollution. So, climate friendly farming, we can use natural fertilizers, saving water, growing more local food. These practices protect both nature and farming. Protecting vulnerable communities, everyone should be safe when disasters happen. Youth participation is very necessary. They must be heard in climatic talks. Their ideas, creativity, and passion can bring real change. Climate education is very necessary. People must be informed about what's happening. Now you must be thinking, can one person make a difference? And the answer is yes. Your daily choices matter. Turning off lights, saving water, not wasting food, speaking up, all these actions add up. And when we work together, we become powerful. Before I end this presentation, I want to leave you with this thought. The earth doesn't belong to us only, it also belongs to the animals, the forests, the oceans, and the children who are yet to be born. So let's act not just for ourselves but for everyone. Let's build a future that is clean, fair, and sustainable. Thank you. If you have any questions, go and ask at the comment box. I would love to answer your questions. Thank you so much.